Did you hear what the contract entails?
No. I guess my issue is I don't even have an issue with the amount because I'm like, okay, no. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like you're in Bel-Air, maybe that's standard. But I guess my question, this is where I would have an issue with the amount.
He ain't in Bel-Air. He on the east side.
But listen though, listen,
Shit.
Listen, Linda, listen. My issue is I still don't understand what this nigga is doing, because to me nothing he's done seems bad. Because if I'm telling you that my rate is 10,000 to enter and then like 500 a month, whatever, I'm telling you what it like. No. But listen, if that's what he's saying it is, and that's what you're agreeing to, unless
what scene did you watch?
Huh?
What scene did you watch?
All the scenes.
Because clearly,
is nobody else paying that amount? Like,
did you hear what the contract entails?
No. I'm getting to that. I'm getting to it. So, at first glance, you have to pay this certain amount, and then you have to pay this amount a month. To me, I'm like that's standard. Like, unless Phil is the only one paying those monthly installments, then whatever. Now, when it gets to the in perpetuity, I have whatever percent. I get that, and I get that being an issue. But my thing is the fact that came up now, and we addressed it now. What else is it for him to be evil about? I'm like, I mean, is it me? Because I feel like your cards is on the table. You've gotten it. How else are you getting money out of these people? Like, make me understand. We've already addressed the evil money. Am I wrong? What is happening?
Did you not see? Oh my God.
Come on, break it down.
So he's figuring out a way to bleed the Bankses dry and also own a piece of Will. The very first episode, if you remember, he was like, I did my research. And he was like, yeah, I got me one right here. And he had the billionaire banks. So he's looking for a way to be able to take money from the Bankses.
I get that.
Will, of course, is the gate key, the key to get in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I get him, and again, there is a ton of influence going. We don't even know if Jack is being sincere or not. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're kind of playing Jack. Well, we don't know.
The way they had her looking at the end of the episode with that.
She was worried about her children. Okay, she was worried about the babysitter at her house. That's what that was. Look about.
Boy, fuck you, bro. Now you.
Hey, she is worried about having a babysitter for tomorrow so she can go out to the teen club.
Okay,
look, man, this dude is clearly trying to figure out a way to bleed the Bankses.
I get that.
And on top of that, he's clearly Phil. It's not very clear. Well, it's not very clear.
Come on.
Phil doesn't like the influence that he has over Will, and I can get that. But it's a little cloudy just a tad now that I'm talking it out.
So that's what I'm saying.
He's still the mustache twirling villain.
Get that. No, I agree. Because that's what the show is giving us. But I was like, some of the shit that popped up feels like these should have been reveals later, like that 18% and perpetuity.
They were kind of showing how dumb he is too. Like, he's sitting up here just like, I don't like a lot of pushback when I'm trying to help somebody out. He's a lawyer, dude. What you thought he wasn't gonna read the contract? He's a lawyer, dumb. Of course he's gonna read the contract. What are you talking about? You literally did your research. He's a fucking lawyer who owns a law firm. Man. And you just like, well, I don't like these. Oh, you see, you did some amendments to the contract. Yeah, fool. He's a lawyer, dummy. What are you, stupid?
This feels very weird because I get that he's the villain. I'm not even doubting that. I just feel like, what else is him to be a villain about? I mean, unless it's like nickel and diming them. I think this is just going off of my brain.
Yeah. I think Phil is like, yo, I want Will to be a little bit more contained and more where he's going. Yeah. Doc literally said it. I don't want to quiet him. I want to let that shit out. And I feel like Phil is just like, that's how he got in trouble in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get in any more trouble. Doc's influence is going to move him more towards the West Philly side that we just got this nigga out of fucking jail. Yeah. Okay, I just had to pull some strings to keep this nigga from going back to jail and getting in trouble. Doc is just like, man, look, You want to be a winner out here, you got to beat your chest. You got to do these things. And feels like, nah, it's another way you can do this. You don't have to do it the way Doc is telling you. And I think the more and more Doc gets into his head, the more and more Will is going to start doing stupid things on top of Jackie, who may or may not be the person that he thinks she is, and she may or may not be luring him towards the dark side or whatever the case may be.
She knows,
and I think Phil's trying to save him.
Yeah, and I could see all that. I was just like, maybe for me personally, I feel like that's because I know he's evil. I know he's trying to influence Will. That is no denying that. But I was like, Will is a child, so like unless you be like, oh, our uniforms are $6,000 and we really need it, like you going after like Will does not have money. He probably has access to get money. You know, Carlton snuck him a little something like the grannies do, but like I was like, all right, Doc.
Okay, those types of guys usually pop up after some of these guys make it to the league. Like maybe I know a little bit more about sports than you do. No disrespect. But when guys make it to the league, those types of, man, you remember when you played on my AAU team, man, and you know you'd have made it big time. Now you know you still owe me for such and such when you played on my team, or you just you know that deal that you signed. Well, it's here in writing. It says you owe me a percentage of your earnings because of you playing on the team and stuff like that. And then it's just a lot of sneaky stuff that those sleazy kind of stuff, things that those kinds of guys do. Yeah. So I think, you know, Phil's seeing that on top of Phil's getting information on this dude too. Probably by next episode, you know, Jeffrey will be like, here you go. And then we'll find out this dude been scamming people for, you know, 8 years.
Hey, but I can tell you that.